gonna be the first clip of the video of me telling everyone that I crashed the EG. Yep, that's it. Oh, Jesus. You good, bro? All right, let's get started. Under this tree, right past this pole, dude. That is my tire line. Right past this tree. This is also my tire line. There's a piece of my lip. Oh, dude, I hit this manhole cover. That's probably what destroyed my wheel. Damn. More lip over here. Alright, here's some more. Wow, it looks shattered. So a bunch of it ripped off over here by the manhole cover. And I kept going all the way to here. Car stopped right here. Oh shit. Yo. That's the piece I needed. It's the other piece of my lip. I missed that pole, that fire hydrant by less than a foot, maybe a foot. And I missed that tree and that pole by inches. That is something else. I'm so grateful to be unharmed from this. Lesson learned, boys. Lesson learned. What's up?
Bacon, egg, and cheese and sausage from
Where'd
McDonald's.
you find that? I kind of want that.
It rolled up from under my seat. Oh!
See that?
Oh, fuck. Is the other? Oh. That's no bueno. Your car.
No coolant in the radiator right now because it's all over a ditch somewhere. My battery dead? Oh, dude, I unhooked the battery, didn't I? I called my mom today to tell her about this, and I go, Mom, I'm sorry that I have to put you through this. If I wasn't gonna have to make a YouTube video on this topic, I would have never told you. You should seatbelt up. I don't have brakes. Oh, and I gotta get my phone out so we can watch engine temperature. Here goes. Fucking. He's alive. Forgot that I had to use the parking brake here. Oh boy. Oh fuck, come on baby. Alright, 82 degrees. Dude, he always runs at cars, bro. That dog always runs at cars. 103 degrees, I think we're gonna make it. I'm gonna show you guys the damage as soon as we get the car back to the garage. I'm gonna talk about what happened. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm gonna leave that. I think we should be pulling up on the trailer here. Yes, sir.
I am on the fucking curb.
Yeah, I should be able to clear it. Should be okay. All right, only 119 degrees, not bad. on the trailer. I don't think so. Yeah, run it. Up here. Oh, we might have to take the battery out in order to get this out. Core support. There she goes. Something I want to be really clear about before I start talking about what happened is that this is not an everybody feel bad for me video, because what happened is completely my fault and there's no reason to feel bad, and honestly there's only a reason to feel good in my position. I'm not hurt at all whatsoever, totally unscathed after what happened, and I know exactly what I did wrong and what I was doing was stupid. I'm just grateful that I can sit here and have the opportunity to say that I learned a lesson from it, and that I'm not, you know, in a hospital bed somewhere. So to all my friends, family, and loved ones that know me personally, I'm totally okay. Thank you guys for watching if you're here. I'm gonna tell a story real quick of what happened. It really sucks. And then I will show you guys this mountain of car parts that I have in front of me. I'll pick up each piece and show you guys what's damaged. And I can tell you guys right now that it's more than a minor inconvenience, let's say that. So here we go. I was going to meet some friends to go for a cruise on Friday night. It's beautiful outside. It was, you know, it's still April right now in Chicago, so it's not supposed to be warm out, but it was like still warm at nighttime. I was out in a t-shirt. And I decided last minute to film like a going for a drive at night in my JDM car, like POV style video where I don't talk, I just like take the viewer along with me. To go for a ride in the EG at nighttime. And you know, I was gonna film cruising with the boys, I was gonna film like some rollers down the highway and stuff, and whatever we ended up doing, I was gonna film it. Say we stopped for gas, you know, film the gas station snacks. We set a meetup location and I hopped in the EG and I was on my way there. On the way there, I decided to do a little pull, low RPM, third gear, just mat it, allow the RPMs to build, allow boost to build, and then, you know, at a reasonable RPM, a reasonable speed, shift to fourth. It was supposed to be like a half pull, baby pull type deal. It wasn't supposed to be a crazy violent pull or anything. I'm driving down the road and it's dark out and there's a car in the other lane coming towards me, but really, really far away. Like way far away where like, you know, I could have done a full fourth gear pull and then braked and been slowed down before I even got to him. But I am very cautious when it comes to other traffic. I always am, I always have been. I saw this car all the way on the other end of the road from me with his headlights on, obviously coming towards me. And in my mind, I was like, okay, when I go to do this pull, I'm gonna have my one hand on the camera filming and I'm gonna have the other hand on the wheel steering the car, which I do this often. I'm not gonna do it anymore. Driving down the road, one hand on the wheel, filming. I'm not paying attention to the camera. I just have it set. It's just where it is, and I'm filming, right? Boost hits, VTAC hits. I go to shift. I take my hand off the wheel for 1 second to go from third to fourth, and I was gonna grab the steering wheel back. But the instant that I took my hand off the steering wheel to go from third to fourth, the steering wheel just turned 90 degrees to the right. Just immediately. I'm going, I don't know, probably 60 miles an hour. Immediately. I know exactly why it happened. I don't know what caused it, but I know how to have avoided it. Typically when I do those one-handed pulls, I'll kind of be applying pressure on the steering wheel to the left, so that way when I take my hand off and the steering wheel centers, it centers perfectly in the middle. This time when I took my hand off the wheel to clutch in and shift gears, the steering wheel, instead of going from the left to center, it went from center to right. 90 degrees right. Car goes off the road, jumps the curb. It was a pretty tall curb. Car launches off the curb. I grab the wheel with my right hand. I'm not thinking about it, so my hand is still holding, my camera. I have the wheel with my right hand. I don't, from that point forward, it's basically a blur. I just went through the grass. I think I skidded for maybe 50 or 60 feet, maybe more. And then I came to a stop in the grass. I hopped out of the car and I started checking everything over. Checked over, the front, and yeah, it was pretty smashed up. The bumper was still on. The lip was basically gone. There was a piece of it still attached. The other half of it was just missing. So I ripped off what was left of the lip. I threw it in the trunk of the car. I checked for fuel leaks real quick to see if it was leaking gas from hitting the curb. Maybe a fuel line got cut or something, or a gas tank, but fortunately no fuel leaks. I did my best to look under the car to look for cracks or holes in the oil pan and transmission, but there was a ton of tall grass smashed up in there, so I couldn't see really well. So I popped the hood and I checked the oil level. Oil level is still good, so that means the pan isn't cracked or leaking oil, which is a huge win in this scenario. I did see that my traction bar was snapped. That really sucked. And I saw that my passenger side tire, had gone flat. I started the car, checked to see if the oil pressure light was gonna come on. It didn't. So I tried to back the car up. It was really stuck. Car shut off. I got out, just checked one more time. Noticed all my coolant had leaked out. So I had no coolant in the engine. Started the car again. Dumped the clutch to get out of this tall grass and out of this ditch kind of thing that I was in. Back over the curb, back onto the road, turned my headlights on, turned my hazards on, and I drove the car from where I went off to a parking lot that was really close by. My two friends that I was supposed to meet up with to go cruising, Nick and Adam, thank you guys so much. They came and helped me out. They brought me over here to the garage to grab tools and an extra set of wheels and tires. Brought me back over to the car, helped me change out the wheels and tires, and then we limped this car all the way home. My brake line had gotten cut, so I had to drive it home with only the parking brake, and obviously there's no coolant in it, so it was overheating, so I had to drive it for a little bit, pull over, wait, drive it for a little bit, pull over, wait. It took maybe 40 minutes to drive the car, about 1.5 miles. But those guys stuck around till the end and helped me get all the way home. So I appreciate you guys a lot. Again, I'm totally okay, but there's some damage to the car, and I want to go over that, and I want to go over a plan real quick with you guys. So let's start with the least exciting. The front crash bar, actually I don't think is damaged. I thought it was because it was really bent up, but honestly I think it just flexed because it's so flimsy anyway. So I think this thing's actually fine, which is kind of cool because that's what I was using to hold my intercooler. So whatever I choose to do for intercooler going forward, we'll still have something to mount to. The next big thing is the core support. Over here is pretty smashed up. It was really bent in before. It still is really bent in. Drill out the welds and take this thing off and go get a new and go get an aftermarket one or a new one from a junkyard and weld it on. But in the interest of time, I don't really care what my core support looks like. I have a bumper on at all times anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and try my best to bring this back to a usable shape. A piece of the frame back here got bent. I think with some hammering and some welding, I can get this back into place too. The traction bar bent really bad. It's twisted and fully snapped off. So the other half of the traction bar is on the other side of the transmission right now. When the traction bar broke, it actually swung back and smacked my transmission so hard that it cracked the trans case. I didn't find that out until last night when we were taking things apart. You saw the footage. That one really sucks because that trans case is destroyed, but I'm going to try to temporarily just JB weld the crack and then Honda bond around the JB weld or something to see if I can just seal it up, because all I wanted to do with this setup before I take it out and put in a built motor that I'm in the process of building as we speak, all I wanted to do was run a 10, and then the setup was coming out. So I only wanted to drive this car at the track one more time, hopefully. So I'm gonna do a really temporary fix on the trans, just seal it up if I possibly can so that it doesn't leak, and then I can go out, make a good pass, and then take this whole setup out and I can swap out the trans case or like weld it or something once it's out. So far, Core Sport traction bar trans case. Next on the list, and probably the most expensive part on this list, 100% the most expensive part on this list. This is a full race single back door intercooler. You can see it has the inlet right here. This right now in 2023 is an $850 intercooler. It's completely twisted and the bottom is like ripped open. So this thing's junk. I don't know, is it junk? Hold up. Bro, I should honestly check if this leaks. If this doesn't leak water, it might actually be okay. Because I don't think this part carries any air. I'm gonna fill this thing with water and see if it leaks. This might be okay. We'll see. If this is okay, then we're in really good shape actually. This is my custom charge pipe that myself and DJ from Rudd's Racing made back when I was building this turbo kit. It's smashed. It's no good. There's no way that I could get these dents out. So this custom one-piece charge pipe is destroyed. This really sucks because this is a one-off piece. This takes time to make. I can't just go out and buy it. I can't buy this. This isn't something I could just buy, right? So I have to take the time to now make another one. That sucks. If the intercooler ends up being destroyed, that sucks. $850. Oh, whoops. Next on the list is it's my radiator. You guys can see it. It's real smashed up. Yep. She's pretty banged up. So, coolant all across the shop. So that's the damage that I've found, at least. I haven't looked too hard yet. I'll update you guys if I find more. I clearly have some work ahead of me, and the plan going forward is that I still want to run a 10 on this stock GSR. I gotta do it. I really want to. I mentioned this, but I was literally building the motor the day that this happened. I was here earlier in the day working on the new engine for this car. So it really sucks. It's really a setback because I was basically ready to take this car to the track, run a 10 hopefully, and then throw that built motor into it. You might not see the EG here for a little while because I'm gonna be trying my best to just move on from this and move forward from it as quickly as I possibly can in terms of like the videos and the storytelling. I realistically just wanna make one video of like repairing this thing, and that's gonna take some time and it won't be out for a while. In the meantime, I'm gonna be getting the 8th gen ready for automotion. Like I said, that's already gonna be an expensive experience because I have to buy wrap, which is like $750, $800, something like that. I gotta buy all the body kit stuff that I wanted for it, and I have to have it done before automotion because that's the car I'm taking this year. So at the end of the day, this is probably about a $2,000 mistake, and that really sucks. So anyway, like I said, the EG will probably be off the channel for a little while, not like intentionally, not like I'm keeping it from you guys, but like I said, I want to just take my time, fix the car, make one video on it, and move forward and go back to what we were doing. I want to recover quickly, I want to come back strong, and I want to come back and run a damn 10-second pass with the stock GSR.